Welcome everyone to another episode for Chilled. Love this guy, and today we're going to look at set 11 and what cards can be used in the Chilled deck. Now, I'm going to be covering red, yellow, and black. If there are any players out there that use blue for Chilled, please get onto the Chilled fan page. I'm going to put the link down in the bottom here. Show us your deck list. Really interested. Okay, so we're going to get onto this now. I'll just get the page up. We are on red. Oh no, we're right at the end. So I'll just get us straight to the front page here. And let's go take a look. Now, I have gone through this. Disappointingly, a lot of the stuff is red leader only or some other thing that Chilled can't use. So let's just go through it just quickly and see if there's anything that a Chilled leader can use. Now, you've got Gotenks here. When you activate a Unison card, add a marker to this card. It draws a card, or this card gets plus 15,000 power, double strike, and dual attack for the turn. Yeah, you could potentially use that card. If someone could. I do understand it is red. You do need 2 red to be playing this. So, yeah, it's depends on how your deck goes with it, whether you're using any of the cooler cards or anything like that. Chaos, Savage Berserker. Look at 3 cards from the top of your deck. 1 mono red Saiyan. So, very limited. I'm not playing any Saiyans in my deck anyway. Or, yeah, not really. One of your red battle cards activates a swap skill. So if you are playing the swap thing, maybe it's useful. You add a marker to the card. Choose up to one of your opponent's leader cards and it gets negative 15 power for the turn. Then choose one of your mono red battle card with an energy cost of 5 or less and a swap skill in your hand and play it. So that's not too bad. It is neg 7, so you really need to work that one. I'm not convinced. So it's just me. If your leader card is red, pass. Choose 1 skillless Son Goku. Not really playing with those. It's a skillless Son Goku. If you have a red Unison card in play, when this card is played, draw a card. Look, that's not too bad. It replaces itself. You do need the red Unison card in play, and it's a blocker. So, your game style might go with that. What I've found is that the game's too fast for like blockers, especially if they're not protected in some way. So, yeah, like a barrier blocker. Choose 1 skillless Vegeta card. Let's keep going. If your leader card is red when this card is played from your hand. Yeah, not loving it. This leader card is red. This one is if you have a red Unison card. So it's possible, but this is leader card red. We know Chilled is yellow. All right. This card can't be KO. When a card evolves into this card, choose one of your red Unison cards, add 2 markers to it, and you can't play battle cards this turn. When this card or one of your opponent's cards attacks, you may choose one of your opponent's cards. It gets neg 20 power for the battle. If you do, negate the skill for the turn. Look, this is costing you 6. You can EX evolve it onto Gogeta BR, but, we've already got plans with Baby, doing very much the same thing, but to the entire board. Doesn't worry when it comes out, like can't be stopped. It has deflect. So I just think that where we sit at the moment, we've got better cards than what this one offers. However, I am open to other styles of play and what anyone can make and show, blow my mind with something. All right, Gogeta, Fusion of the Gods. Draw 2 cards, red. Yep, this can't be KO'd. Not bad. If your leader card is red, all right, let's keep moving on. If your leader card is red, if your leader card is red, and if your leader card is red, it's killing me. When this card is played, choose up to 1 Paragus with energy cost of 1 in your hand and play it. Yeah, it's got Servant and can't be switched to active mode in your charge phase. Yeah, I'm not loving it. It's got the swap mechanic, but not really loving it at all. If your leader card is red, not loving it at all. Let's go on to the next page of red. Bar. When this card is played, add up to 1 mono red Broly BR. Then you cost a 5 or less from your deck to your hand, then shuffle your deck. The problem with this card Not only is it 2 cost for a chilled deck, it's also 2 red. Does not work into my plans at all. And by that stage, I better have something better to play. I'd rather play by second turn, getting more tokens on the field with normal attacks and maybe playing a Krillin. Yeah. All right, Golemite, Beast of the Planet Vampire. If your leader card is red, we've got Paragus sitting here. When this card is played, look at the 5 cards from the top of your deck, adding a red Broly BR. And I think the other cards now are all Broly BR cards. So maybe you want to try and create something. I don't see the real purpose of it. You're choosing BR cards here, Broly BR. Your leader card is mono red, leader card is red, All right, this has got Dark Dragon Ball in all areas, so it's not normal Dragon Ball, so we can't fetch it with Goku either, as per the deck that I run anyway. So it's nice to have the plus 5,000, but you know what? We've got the Dragon Star Balls. We don't really need it. If your leader card is red, and if your leader card is red, oh, Violent Rays, there's another one. Counterattack if your leader card is red. So there we go with that. The red guys, there really wasn't anything there other than a unison card. If you really want to be playing into that unison, each to their own. I don't see a use for it. Oh, there's green. I forgot about green. Look, if you're creating a chill deck with green in it, all power to you. I'd love to see it. All right, let's get on to the yellow cards. Make sure I didn't miss any right down the bottom after the leaders. Garlic Jr., man. Fantastic. Another little guy. You just know I'm going to make this deck and probably get my butt handed to me. But I just love the little leaders. All right. If your leader card is yellow, all your battle cards and your opponent's battle cards with original energy costs of 5 or less, have their skills negated, and all your battle cards with energy costs of 1 get plus 5,000 power. All right. So we don't have an energy cost, but we are less than 5, but we don't get the energy cost of 1. This card, overall, look, your opponent's battle cards with energy cost have their skills negated. That's pretty good, you know, especially if you need that extra card to come out because they've brought out some Goku that stops all your abilities happening and your game is stopped. It's not a bad card. Play up to 2 yellow skillless battle cards with an energy cost of 1 from your drop area. Oh, man. So I'm finding that they're doing with these cards is that they're really onto the whole token thing being skillless battle cards, right? So not only are they giving things a color now, which kills the tokens because they don't have a color, but they're also putting them as energy costs of 1 now with all of these. So they've thought about this and they said, right, we don't want these abilities to work with tokens, which is a shame. Now, if your leader card is yellow, your opponent can only attack with battle cards once during their next turn if you need to. Look, this card's asking a bit much. I think in a later video, we're going to look at all the unison cards. And I think there's better ones than this one. So I'm not a fan. Yeah, it can be used. You could maybe get a strategy around it. But yeah, I'm not really loving it. Let's take a look at this one. If you have 2 or more yellow battle cards in play in rest mode, this card in your yellow leader gets plus 5,000 power, potentially. Depends how many yellow cards you're actually playing in the deck. At the end of your turn, switch this card to active mode, or if your leader card is yellow, choose up to one of your mono yellow battle cards with an energy cost of 5 or less. So mono yellow, and switch it to active mode. You know, maybe if you've got the 5-drop chilled out, maybe. Yeah, I'm not loving it. Not at all. It doesn't fit in with my deck. Look, like I said, if you guys have got decks out there that this could really work well, please let me see it. I want to see it. All right. Now, let's see. We've got Son Gohan and Higher Dragon. I'd love to fit this in if I could. Unique dual attack. If it will be removed from the battle area, it's sent to its owner's warp instead. All of your yellow skillless battle cards with energy cost of 1 get plus 5,000. Damn. If you have 3 or more energy and choose 2 of your yellow skillless battle cards with energy cost of 1, yeah, it's totally useless for my plans. Oh, it's a shame. Son Gohan, not using him. Krillin, if your leader card is yellow, yes, your life is at 4 or less and all your energy is yellow. It's a super combo. Yeah. This one you get to throw a card down at the bottom of your deck and draw 2 cards as well. Look, this has the other option that and all your energy is yellow. I can't do it. And the fact that even the double whammy on this is that you can't even play it for 10k. It plays for 0 unless you meet all of these restrictions. I don't know why they do this so much. Oh, it really hurts. It's just a double whammy with the restriction on all your energy is yellow and this being a 0. Like if this was 10k, maybe you could get it working. I can't see it being included in any chill deck, honestly. Maybe I'm wrong. Piccolo, add 1 card from your life to your hand. When this card is played, look at 7 cards from the top of your deck. Play up to 1 yellow skillless battle card with energy cost of 1 among them, and then shuffle your deck. If you've got a strategy to swarm the table with 1-drops and get some of these cards working, it would be good. And I think it would work really well with the tokens if you could get that strategy up. Unfortunately, from my experience, though, I just feel that the game is too quick for Chilled to get this working. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he does it quicker than the rest. Ooh, I'd really have to go into trying to create a deck with a lot of these 1-drops. My deck is so tight and I'm so stuck in my ways in regards to how it plays, though I don't know if I'd be doing that. I'd love for someone else to try. All right. Now this is the SR. If your leader card is mono yellow, which it is, play this card. Then if this card is played, it has an energy cost of 4 or less, it's played with its skills negated for the turn. So it is a counterplay. During your opponent's turn, reduce the energy cost of this card by 1. Look, I can't see why, other than the 1 reduced cost, why you would not play the counter that's already in the deck. Excuse me, with Cooler. He's a 3-drop, 2 yellow as well. B is a counter. Oh, which is exactly what the point is. It's a counter. This is a counter play. I'm not sure you're really getting your bang for your buck with this one. Play this card, then if the card being played has energy cost 4 or less, it's play with its skills negated for the turn. Look, it doesn't say choose, so you could use it against the barrier guys. Yeah. Look, it's possibly useful. I'd probably have it in a sideboard and want to test it out first. Yeah. Finally, we actually found a card that I might actually use. Yamcha, blocker and servant. I'm not even going to go into the servant cards. You're paying too much for something that we can't use the ability because we don't have Demon Clan or anything like that. So let's just go past all the servant abilities. They all want Demon Clan to be a part of the play. Higher Dragon. I'd only include this really as foils just to have the dragon in there, yeah? All right, Garlic Jr. If your leader card is yellow, Demon Clan, nah, let's just go past it. We're not even bothering with it. Garlic Jr. Now, this guy, look at this. Deflect and Instructable. Already I like it until you maybe go down. If your leader card is yellow, Demon Clan. Dang it. Gas you, Demon Clan. Vinegar, when this card is played, look at the 5 cards of your deck. Play up to 1 yellow Demon Clan with energy cost of 2 or less among them. Other than copies of this card in rest mode, then shuffle your deck. If your leader card is yellow, when you activate the Overlord skill. So potentially, if you want to start swarming the field with other cards, you may be able to get this to work. I doubt it, but let's see. They are 2 costs. I think you really need to be setting up your game by that stage. Getting a few 1-drops that can easily be killed by a Kami. Yeah, I don't know. But it does help you to rebound quicker because these aren't costing you much. You're just finding cards. This one. Choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards that can't be switched to active mode. Yeah, annoying for the opponent. If your leader card is yellow and your life is at 4 or less, it's a super combo. And I think it's better than the Krilla. It's even got Demon Clan, so you can get it. Okay, and then we have Exceptional Ability Pan. If you have a yellow Unison card in play, when this card is played, draw 1 card. Look, pretty all right. It's 1 drop, replaces itself, blocker. If you have a Unison card in play, you got to figure out where you are in the game when you're wanting to play this. You know, you've probably third turn, fourth turn. Where are you at? Is the game in a stalemate? Is it going longer term? Maybe this card is pretty good. It's a blocker, replace itself. It's no harm to you. Deck thinning is deck winning, as they say. So, yeah, it's just hard for me to put stuff like this in the deck, but there is potential chance of using it. Ice Shenron with an energy cost of 2. If your leader is mono yellow, play this card, and if the card being played has an energy cost of 5 or less, it's played with its skills negated for the turn. Another counterplay, this one's costing 4. Yeah, I can't see us using it. Now, if your leader card is mono yellow, play this card, and the card being played is played in rest mode. This one is at 2 costs. Discard this card from your hands and play up to 1 Shadow Dragon card with an energy cost of 1 from your deck with its skills negated for the turn, then shuffle your deck. Wow, you get a card out of your deck for that. This one costs 2. Play this card, and the card being played is played in rest mode. So unlike the other one that we looked at, which was a 3 cost or a 2 cost on the opponent's turn, this is 2 cost on any turn, yeah? I think it's a sideboard card for me, but it is usable. All right. This one's an EX Evolve. When this card, place up to 3 Shadow Dragon cards from your drop area at the bottom of your deck in any order. When this card is using a combo, you can play the 7-star negative energy from your drop area. Nah, I don't know. When this card attacks, plays up to 1 Shadow Dragon card from your drop area at the bottom of your deck. Look, are you playing Shadow Dragons? Maybe this works. This card can't attack and isn't affected by your opponent's skills, all right? If your leader card is Shadow Dragon, nah, it's not. If your leader card is Shadow Dragon, no, it's not. Choose one of your battle cards with the servant skill. We're not even bothering with that. Counter attack, negate the attack, and you can't activate copies of this card for the turn. If you have 4 or more yellow Demon Clan cards in play, yeah. Look, it's a 1 cost counter attack, and you need demon cards to play it. Otherwise, nah, I think we've got some pretty good counter attacks already. I don't feel the need to use that. Makio Star, if you've got your demon clan cards in the deck, which I don't, and if your leader card is mono yellow, if this card being played has an energy cost of 4 or less, it's played in rest mode. So not bad. Annoying, if anything, especially if they're bringing in the big end of play guy and you're able to play this and really surprise them because they don't expect it. Maybe 1 cost counterplay. All right, let's take a look at some of these black cards, shall we? Now, first of all, you got the Unison. Now, anything with the black cost, we're not going to be able to use. This one, no black cost, but place up to 2 black battle cards from your warp into your drop area. We're not getting any benefit from that. And up to 2 black battle cards with powers between 20 and 30. We're just going to totally ignore that. This one's got a black cost, so I'm not even going to go into it. Let's take a look at this one, SS Broly. When this card has 2 or fewer markers on it, it can't attack. Place up to 2 black battle cards with 30,000 power. It really doesn't fit with the deck. Black costs. Now this card, this is the MVP of the set for not only chilled, but I think for a lot of decks. So just imagine we're up at our 5th or 6th turn. We've done our drop. We've dropped our bomb. We've like thrown cards out of our hand. We've got different abilities to work. And then the opponent like stops everything and with a big smug smile on their face, and you like look down and then you play this card for an overround 6 critical double strike. This could be the game winner. I think this is deserved in a deck. You're gonna have 6 cards to overwhelm, especially if you've been comboing to finish out the game. Yeah, I think it's a very good card, especially if they've spent cards to stay in the game. If you've been able to dump most of their hand out, 20,000, if you're left with any little surprises in hand just to add to this, fantastic. I do love it. There are probably other cards like your mirrors and so forth, but we're merely talking this set 11, and yeah, this is the card, the MVP that I have for the set. Overrealm 6, critical double strike. Even if it doesn't finish out the game, it's doing that double strike, not putting cards in their hand. I think it's very good. It's definite threat. All right, super combo if your leader is black, black costs. If your leader is black, black costs. Here we go. There's a black cost, a black cost. We're not looking to put black cards into our energy. The leader card is a Dark Broly. No, Dark Broly, Dark Broly. Card skills can't be negated in any areas. You can't play this card unless your leader card is Dark Broly, so forget that. Now, I haven't really seen a bad mirror card. So when this card is played, choose up to one card in your opponent's hand and send it to their warp. Choose one of your black battle cards with 30,000 power and place it in its owner's drop area. Choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and send it to its owner's warp. Yeah, no, not playing it. Mirror, tow a card in your warp, place it under this card, then choose one card in your hand, discard it. Choose one mirror card with energy cost of 6 from your deck. Boom. It's from the deck though. Wow. Play it on top of this card, then shuffle your desk. Burst 3. When this card is played, draw 2 cards. This could be... This isn't too bad, just for the simple fact of drawing cards, yeah? How good is that? 3 costs, drawing you 2 cards. Could potentially be used. It's 20,000 attacker. I did overlook this card when initial fly through the card. So yeah, potential, definite potential. I do want to limit the amount of black cards. We're already dealing with, what is it, 4 Dragon Balls. We've got 3 to 4 Gokus in the deck. We've got the dragon, the SCR dragon, which we have to take note of. So increasing any more blacks could be an issue. Yeah, all right. Let's keep going on to Toei, Union of Magic and Science. It's got a black cost in there. I'm not really sure. The card skills can't be negated in any... Oh, and Dark Broly, no. Is this a Dark Broly? This cards can't be negated. Oh, and you can't play this card. Yeah, Dark Broly. Poutine, no. Gravy, no. Shun Shun. Oh, here we go. During your opponent's turn, if you have a black Unison card in play, this card gets plus 10,000 power and blocker. In the future, when we look at the Unison cards, I believe there's a black one that would be a very high potential for the deck. And I think this card is definitely useful in there. During your opponent's turn, if you have a black Unison card in play, this card gets plus 10,000 power and blocker. So 15,000 blocker. You know, is that good? Yeah, having to think about it now because I didn't realize it was 5,000. You've got your 1 cost, 4,000 cost blockers and they draw a card. Yeah, I was so happy about this card when I first thought about it, but now that I keep thinking of it, there are just better cards without that restriction. During your turn, if you have a black Unison card in play, this card gets plus 10,000 power and double strike. Maybe this is a better card. Could you imagine slapping this down as a finisher without having to cost your own life as the double strike one drop Goku, I believe it is. Double strike costs you a life. This one just needs the Unison card in play to gain the plus 10,000 and double strike. So possibly Haru Haru is a better choice than Shun Shun. What does the Psy Devil have? Oh, look, it's a 2-cost counter. I think you got better cards to play than this. What's Devilman got? Counterplay is also a 2 costs. And the good thing about these is that it's any energy. You're not stuck to just yellow, needing the 2 yellow or anything like that. You can use any energy for this. So if you do get stuck putting your black cards in as energy and you consistently find that maybe these counterplays are more for you, the other skills don't really come into it. Can't be negated in any area. You can't play this card if it's not a Dark Broly. Here's another counterplay. If your leader card is black, can't do it. Choose one Dark Broly. If your leader card is Dark Broly, what have we got to end this with? Instant transmission. Negate the attack, then place up to 2 black battle cards from your warp in your drop area. Got a black cost. Choose 2 cards in your hand and send them to warp. Add this card drop area to your hand. Yeah, not loving it. Broly, the Great Destroyer. 8 costs, ultimate barrier, double strike, you know, can still be stopped when coming into play or even put in rest, which kind of messes with you. Yeah, I don't know. This baby, it's a blue baby. We're not really going with the blues. I have read it. Look, your leader card needs to be mono blue to get the full effect out of it, so I'm not loving it. And this card, although scary, you need those 4 different types of energy to play it, plus 15,000 power and triple strike for the turn, and your opponent can only activate counter skills 1 more time for the turn. You know what I'm playing with that. It's going to be, I'm going to keep that card in hand, stops your attack and stops you untapping, and you all know what it is. Nice yellow card, cost of 1, and I can use my energy to pay it. That's up for you to find. All right, that's pretty much a list of the cards out of set 11 and how they could possibly be used in a chill deck. You can have your SCR in there, and when they think it's all over and done, you've attacked with everything, you just drop this down and come through for the critical double strike. Yeah, very good card. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed it. Please, if you are interested, get onto the Chilled page, sign up, I'll approve you, and just start talking Chilled. We need people to be talking, creating lists, giving each other ideas, and really making it competitive, because I believe it can be competitive. It can be one of those rogue decks that takes out a few heads, makes a few people unhappy, and that could be you. All right, have a great one, guys. See ya.